You might think a broken phone charger and this coaxial signal splitter are useless when they stop working, but I'll show you how to give them a whole new lease of life, capable of receiving high-definition television signals from the air to help you save money on your cable TV bill. I'm using a utility knife to carefully pry open the casing of the phone charger. Then, I'll use pliers to remove the internal circuit board. We won't need the electronics for this project, just the empty plastic casing and the metal prongs to use as a base. Now, I'm taking two wires, one red and one blue. I'll use pliers to strip the insulation from the wires to expose the copper ends. These will serve as the internal connecting wires. Using my drill, I'm carefully making a hole in the bottom of the charger casing. This will allow me to pass our new wires through neatly. I'm taking the red and blue wires and wrapping the stripped ends securely around the metal prongs. I'll use pliers to squeeze them tight, ensuring a solid connection, as this is vital for good signal conductivity. After connecting, I will thread the wire through the hole I drilled earlier. Then, I'll snip off any excess wire to keep it clean. Next, I will connect the blue wire to the other terminal to complete the internal circuit. Leave a comment and let me know which country you are watching from. It's great that we can connect and chat from all over the world. I will cut the wires to a suitable length and thread them through the USB port. Next, I need to drill another hole in the cover to create space for the splitter to fit snugly. I'm using pliers to strip the insulation from the other end of the wires. I'm going to connect the wires to the coaxial splitter. I will connect the blue wire around the outer thread and wrap the red wire inside the input port. If you find this video interesting, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any interesting ideas coming soon. This bridges the connection between our external elements and the coaxial line. To keep everything secure and prevent any movement that could damage the delicate connections, I'll apply hot glue to the joints. After securing, I'll press the two halves of the casing together to seal it. Next, I need a piece of stiff copper wire. I'll use a utility knife to remove the outer insulation, which will help it receive a better signal. Using a roll of tape as a guide, I'll bend the stiff wire into a perfect semicircle. Then, I'll use my pliers to bend the very ends into small loops so they can easily attach to our base. I'll attach these looped ends directly onto the metal prongs of the phone charger casing. This copper loop will act as the main receiving element, a sort of dipole, capturing the television signals from the surrounding air. To give our new antenna a stable base, I'm using a generous amount of hot glue to attach the entire assembly onto a small block of wood. This will make it easy to place near the TV without it falling over. Now, I need to prepare a length of coaxial cable to link the antenna to the television. I will carefully peel back the white insulating layer on the outside, separate the braided metal casing, and reveal the solid copper core inside. I will screw the metal F-shaped coaxial connectors onto the prepared cable ends. I'm wrapping some red electrical tape around the base of the connector to provide strain relief and keep the braid from fraying. At the other end of the cable, I'm repeating the process of stripping the insulation to expose the solid copper core. I'm attaching an F connector to the newly stripped end. I'm attaching an L-shaped coaxial connector to this end. The L shape is very useful for tight spaces behind the TV. Then, I'll screw one end securely onto the output port of the splitter on our DIY antenna. As you can see, this television currently has absolutely no signal. Let's see if our homemade device can fix this problem. And look at that! The picture is crystal clear. We are receiving multiple high-definition channels with perfect audio and video quality, all thanks to some scrap parts. This homemade antenna works incredibly well. I can surf through various channels, and they all come in without any issues. This little device, made from simple recycled components, is acting as a powerful signal booster, bringing in all these channels. To really show you the difference, I'll disconnect the antenna. See, no signal immediately returns. But once I reconnect it, bam! Instant channels. It's working exactly as intended. If you enjoyed this project and found it helpful, please give this video a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below telling me what you thought. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing DIY money-saving hacks. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.